So today, I just want you to think about how you begin and end your practice, and how can you begin and end the practice in a way that just makes you feel really wonderful. So by playing something that brings you joy, that makes you love your instrument, that makes you happy to have spent time in the practice room today. So for me, beginning practice in a way that makes me feel good, on the double bass, maybe playing open strings. And so open strings, I don't have to worry about intonation. I don't have to worry about whether I'm playing in tune. And I can just enjoy the resonance of the open strings. And there is a lot that you can do with open strings on an instrument if you play a stringed instrument. So for me, this is something, if I want to warm up and I actually really want to feel good about myself, then open strings are almost a surefire way of giving myself a way to open my practice in a really joyful, positive way. And so then what's some way you can end your practice on this really joyful, positive energy, which will then hopefully carry over to your next practice session. So you remember the feeling you had when you closed the instrument case, that feeling of just satisfaction, of real contentment at the day's practice being done. So perhaps you play your favorite piece that you know always just makes you feel good to play that piece. Maybe you listen to a player you really love, and not listening to compare yourself to their playing, but just listening to remind yourself of why you are learning your instrument in the first place. It's because you heard them play and you were so moved by their playing that you could not do anything but want to be like them, to want to play that instrument. And so finding these ways of beginning and ending our practice with something really nourishing is, I think, a really important way of making sure we show up to practice every day, one, but also making sure that we show up to practice with the right mindset, and the mindset that's going to allow us to talk to ourselves throughout our practice in that positive, nurturing way, the way that we want our most beloved teacher to talk to us. So we are opening the door at the beginning of practice to invite in that positive, wonderful, warm, generous teacher. And we are saying, here I am, please give me your wisdom and give me your encouragement throughout the practice. And then we end the practice on this positive note, which makes us feel satisfied. It makes us love our instrument. It makes us love playing music. And so we're not feeling any sense of pressure, of anxiety, of frustration at our practice. Instead, we're feeling this warm feeling, which will hopefully carry over to the next day and give us the motivation we need to show up to practice again the next day. And also with this wonderful, warm, generous, encouraging mindset. Because ideally, this is what we want every day in practice. It doesn't work in reality. We have days where we're frustrated, where we're bored, where we just hate music and we hate our instrument. But the more days we can have, the more days we can chain together with this warm, generous, contented energy, the more enjoyable and the more productive our practice is going to be. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation, and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So we're going to take a few minutes to prepare for practice, to relax the body and the mind. You can take out your instrument, have any music, books, pencils ready. Then you can sit or stand with your instrument or without. And we're going to start with a soft focus in the eyes. Bring your awareness to the space you're in. Notice any sounds in the room, any smells. And then with the next exhale, closing the eyes. And we bring our awareness in to our bodies, feeling the weight of the body on the chair, or feeling the feet connected with the floor, maybe feeling the instrument in your hands, its texture under your fingers, and then bringing the awareness further in still to the breath and to the place where you feel it, maybe the nose, the throat, the chest, the diaphragm, feeling the rise of each inhale and the release of each exhale. And as you notice the breath, on each exhale, letting every muscle in your body release just a little bit more. Each exhale brings more relaxation to the body and more stillness to the mind. And if thoughts arise, just let them do what it is they want to do. Maybe they float by, maybe they stay. Just bringing your awareness back to the breath, back to each inhale and to the release of the exhale. Every breath, relaxing the muscles in the body just a tiny bit more. And then bringing the awareness back out to the body, to the weight of the body in the chair, the feeling of your feet connected to the floor, the feeling of your instrument under your fingers. Then bringing the attention further out into the space, noticing any sounds in the room, however small they might be. And then gently blinking the eyes open, ready to start practice for the day.